Welcome everybody to the first in a series of videos that I'm doing breaking down a bedroom pop track I released last year called When We Were Kids. In this first video, we're going to talk about the basic building block that I used to put this track together, and that is the loop. Now, sometimes I start loops with an idea on guitar, sometimes I start them with an idea on keyboards or drums, but this initial idea came from a kit in Battery. So I have this kit pulled up in Battery, and I really like the way that these organ chords sounded, so I built a pattern around that first. Next, I added a drum groove using that same kit. Now at this point, the song was starting to sound like a bedroom pop tune, but I thought that the drums were hitting a little too hard for that genre, so I swapped out the kick and the snare for something a little more mellow. At this point, I wanted to build up the track with some other instruments outside of Battery, but in order to do that, you need to know what the chords are. This is where ear training becomes essential. Now, the labels in Battery do give us a little idea about what the chords are, but I can hear with the E as our bass, our first chord is an E major 7, our second chord is an F sharp minor 7, and the last chord is an A over B chord. So I added a bass with Reactor here. It's pretty much the same preset I use on all my tracks, but I did something a little different. I wanted to create a little richness with the harmony, so I let that A over B chord play with the keys, but then I hit an A in the bass. At the time, it was something that just sounded good to me, but now that I think about it, it's kind of like I was laying down this rich harmonic bed that gave the whole track a little more melancholy or something like that. At this point in time, I felt like the track was coming along well, but I wanted to give it that wavy feel to make it a little more like Mac DeMarco or Still Woozy. So I found this preset in Massive X that worked well for that sound. So that's basically it for the loop part of this track. Tune into the next video where I'll talk about songwriting and how I put that together for the track.